Hello. It's me, Gabe, and I'm back with doing another angel reading for you for the week of the 13th of December. Or if you're watching this after that, this is what you need to hear right now, obviously. So, the angels have quite a few messages for you, so I'd like to get started right away. Alright, the first card that I drew for you guys was vegan, vegetarian. And the angels told me that if you have felt inclined to give up meat, or if you felt a little sick after eating it, that's a sign that maybe it's not good for you. And to explore the possibilities of vegetarianism, or if you're already vegetarian, veganism. So that was kind of the main message for the card, but they also had quite a few additional messages. The first one that they told me was to clean up your diet and to take a look in your diet for anything that's artificial, like chemicals or flavorings or anything like that, because that lowers your life force energy, and anything artificial does. It's something you don't want to have. Also, to increase the amount of fresh and raw fruits and vegetables. And when they say that, the reason that they're raw, that they want you to consume raw fruits and vegetables, is that raw fruits and vegetables have life force in them. They have the light of the sun in them, which is destroyed by cooking, destroyed by freezing, things like that, canning. They have the same divine light in them that we have in us. And when you're really hungry, on a spiritual level, that's what you're really craving. And one thing about eating more raw foods is you'll actually find that you actually eat less because it fills you up. Much more so than cooked food. They also talked to me about animal cruelty, and that when you ingest meat, that there's always some form of cruelty involved, that in some way, shape, or form, the animal suffered. And when you eat that, you're taking that energy into your body. So they wanted me to tell you that, because that energy is what's toxic, not necessarily the food, but the energy that's within the meat and the dairy products and the eggs that were made in cruelty have the cruel energy in them, and that will be cruel to your body. And they told me this. They said, all animals deserve to live a free existence and unchanged spirits. They told me that animals who are raised for food, typically, at least in our country, their spirits are very weighted, and they're not very happy at all. In fact, they're quite miserable. Another thing that they told me was that choosing a cruelty-free lifestyle will help you raise your energetic level, and in turn then raise the energy level of the planet, because we're all connected. If one person raises up their energy, then it raises up the energy of the entire planet to some extent. So they wanted me to tell you that. They also told me to ask for their help. If this is a shift that you feel ready to make, please ask for the angels' help. And also, there's an archangel whose name is Raphael, the Archangel Raphael, and he's the Archangel of Healing. And you can ask for his help just like you would ask a normal angel's help, and he can help you. So they wanted me to tell you to ask for their assistance. And that's okay? Alrighty, so our next card, Goddesses. And they had a little bit less to tell me about this one for you guys. So the first thing that they wanted me to say was to call upon your chosen goddess. Now, a goddess is not something that we worship or something that that takes the place of God. A goddess is merely a term for um, a female representation of God. So that could be, for example, probably the most famous one is Mother Mary. Mother Mary, she was a real person who lived, and she became what's known as an ascended master, um, just like Jesus or Buddha, a lot of the other ones, and are able to help us from heaven just like angels are. You can call upon their help just like you would call upon an angel or an archangel, and they'll help you. So the message was to call upon your chosen goddess. Whoever you're thinking about right now. There's lots of different goddesses. Like I said, there's Mother Mary. Let's see. There's Isis from Egypt. There is Kali from India. There's Kuan Yin from Asia. There's a white buffalo calf woman from the Native Americans. Whatever you're thinking about right now. Aphrodite is a goddess. And I also felt guided to choose a card from the Ascended Masters Oracle card deck. And strangely enough, a goddess fell out. So I feel inclined to share her with you. She has a message for you. And it is Lakshmi. Lakshmi from India. She, as you can see on the top, is a goddess of prosperity. So if you are feeling like you would like more prosperity in your life, whether that's money or time or happiness or well-being in general, you can call on Lakshmi and ask for her assistance. And with just like angels, ascended masters, it's so important to ask. They can't violate our free will. So in order to harness their help, all you have to do is ask them to help. And Lakshmi had a message for you too. She asked you to call upon her to raise your vibrational frequency to that of abundance, meaning that you can raise your own thoughts and raise your own energetic level to the level of abundance that you want, and you can call on her for that. So yes, and she's a very loving, powerful goddess. So that's her message. Please call on her. Okay. Now I have a third card for you, and that card is